so much wood, so much wood.
Listen!
Hello you guys, my name is Ryn and welcome back to my channel. Today we have another speed build. That's right, another speed build. And speed bill? No, I'm not billing you, I promise. But if you want to pay me, I'm not going to complain. But this is a speed build in The Sims 4 called Eclectic Eco. And this build is really cool because it is only 3 packs. That is right, I only used 3 packs for the decor in this bad boy. So we used a base game, I guess obviously, Eco Lifestyle, and Tiny Living. That's right, just 3. And you know what? They all go together pretty darn well if I do say so myself. Also, I have to admit that this footage has been waiting for you guys. I recorded this back in October of 2020, and then this is great. You're going to love this. I went through a phase where I completely hated everything I was building. I thought that it wasn't good enough, and I didn't want to upload anything to YouTube because I was extremely down on myself and not feeling inspired and comparing myself to everybody else. But you guys heard about that in the last video. If you haven't seen that, please go give it a watch. It'll explain everything. But you know what? I'm back in 2021 here, ready to rock these videos and show you how I flex my own creative perspective. So, thanks for being here and watching. And this build, honestly, I remember sitting here in my chair. I'm sitting here in the same chair. I know you can't see it, but just trust me. I'm sitting here in the chair in which I built this build, and I remember being like, dang, I really like how this is coming together because it has, like, this build has a very, like...
Hi, I'm an old bungalow craftsman type house. Please, eclectic, funky, youthful, young family, renovate me and make me quirky cute.
And so that's the vibe I'm getting, is this whole bright young family in an older neighborhood moment where they came in and they're like, we're gonna renovate this place and make it really just happy and cozy again for a young family. And I really think it came together well. So the living room that you see here, this really helped bring it all together. And honey, I put a ton of rugs in this room so your feet will never get cold. And vacuuming is going to be a pain in the butt, but good thing the Sims don't vacuum. So not a problem, not a worry. Your Sims are going to be fine. But I made this space kind of the study room and the living room and the dining room. This is essentially where this young family can congregate and enjoy time together, or study on the computer, or play games on the computer and really get a head start on that YouTube and streamer career. You know what I'm saying? So the living room really kind of was the jumping off point for everything else when it came to the color palette and how I wanted to proceed with the decor and the whole vibe of this build, because honey, this build is a vibe and I'm digging it. The kitchen is really, it was really cute. It took me a second to understand how I should configure it, exactly where everything should go. But one of my favorite parts, which you are about to see, these 2 entry tables, I squished them together by the window because one of the things that I really don't like in The Sims is when you have these gorgeous, long, or like, I guess, tall windows, floor to ceiling type windows, and then you have to plop a countertop in front of it, and then when you're looking into the house from the outside, like the good old creeper you are, you're hit with that, like with that, the back of the counter looking back at you, and I'm just not really interested in that kind of aesthetic. So I decided to, again, put these 2 entry tables together and decorate them, and that way there was a lot more natural light coming through on this portion of the counter space. Also, if you noticed, I took a long time to put that fruit bowl together, so if you want to hype me up in the comments for how I did that fruit bowl, thank you. All right, to the backyard, which is more or less a glorified patio. It's a really cute space, and I wanted to add this like wall that was inspired by the sky because, again, there's a kid who lives here. It's a family home, so I wanted to have kind of that little playful aspect in the backyard that the kid could enjoy. There's also a nice loungy chair to relax by the pool on, an area for gathering and barbecuing. And then eventually above the pool, you will see there is a trellis full of ivy and leaves so that you can get some shade and privacy over the pool as well. And I really like how this came together. It's one of the best parts about the backyard, though, honestly. I used that, like, I don't know how you call it. It's it's like that tile with the little itty bitty bits of gravel in between it, that grid kind of floor texture you guys see. That was the first time I really used it in a build, and I really like it. I think it complements the backyard so beautifully. So I definitely want to use that again in another build down the line here. The outside eventually is just a very kind of simple. I took a simple approach because this house is quite busy, so the landscaping you'll eventually see is pretty minimal. I ended up making it just a lot of shrubs, but you know, as one does. Now, this space took me a second to understand. The bathroom came together really fast, but that space right above the stairs, I didn't really know what to do with it. I had started thinking it should be a kind of a little den room where there's another TV and toys and stuff like that, but then I realized I'm running out of room. I don't have room for a kid's bedroom, and I want this to be a family home. So I eventually, as you see, I partitioned it off, and it's this teeny tiny room for a kid, but oh my gosh, I think it's so cute. There are windows that look over the stairwell, which I thought was kind of a cute way of getting more light into the room. And then it's just decked out with a bunch of posters and drawings and things that, you know, a young kid would like. I really like how it came together. It's very bright and very happy. It's just a joyful space for a young person to live in. And I'm really happy that I fit that in here. As you can see, these are all the posters. Again, I had to go for my bright colors because I can't help myself. And the funny thing is, I don't usually do rooms for kids. I don't know why. I just don't. So doing this was just actually outside of my normal, you know, MO. But I really like how it came together, and I think it's pretty darn cute. I hope you guys like it too. In this little hallway, I decided to put this accent wall with a mirror and kind of those wall slats, a chair, and then just a couple decorations on the wall here and there. I noticed and thought about how, again, this being a family home, obviously you need a bit more storage than what I had given them. So I put this dresser storage unit out here, cluttered it up to make it look very used. I also sized up those towels because the towels sized up like that, they look like big blankets, and the texture on them makes them look really floofy. So very convincing as floofy blankets up there. I really like how that looks. The master bedroom took me a second. I don't know why it took me so long to understand how I wanted this to look, but came together beautifully. The colors and the decor on the walls was actually what was really tripping me up. I just really knew I wanted that bed in here, but then understanding which colors would work with it was a little tricky. Eventually it all came together though. You'll see that I put some wood textured right here decor on the walls. I ended up putting those on the other side and swapping where the decor was because there was just so much wood on this wall that it was just too heavy and I needed to balance the room. So that'll be on the other side of the room when you download this, because again, I was just it just looked too, there's just so much wood, like so many wood textures on that wall. Here's where I switched. I was like, oh girl, I can't have
I can't have that much wood on wood on wood on wood on wood.
I can't. So they're swapped. Again, here's the outside. It's very minimal. I put a cute little truck on the porch here, just some hanging plants, a bicycle. There are bicycles on there and some seating areas too. Here are the many shrubs that I put out here. Also in the back, I put a little bench because this lot is surrounded by all concrete walking paths. So there is a bench in the back for kind of your wandering Sims to sit on if they're inclined. And the trash cans are also in the back too. There it is right there. Here I am just texturizing, adding some more dirt because, you know, realism. And here are the bikes and the chairs set up on the front porch. The entryway is quite simple, just shoe racks and some hangers for your jackets and such when you enter into the house. Some more storage essentially for, again, this young family. And then I decided to also put a little eating cove in here. Okay, the eating alcove only works with one chair, but it does work. Just so you know, I promise. And I think we're going to be coming into the photos here any second. I believe we are. We are approaching the photo portion of this video. I really like how this came together. I'm just finishing up the kitchen here. I was trying to play around with colors and understanding how to make them look good. So I ended up, I believe, keeping that one turquoise cabinet in there just again to balance out the colors and make everything cohesive. And there you have it. This is the end of the footage. You're going to see the pictures in just a second. Watch them, enjoy, and I will catch you at the end. That does it for this build, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're enjoying the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, The Sims 4 Gallery, and Twitch. All of them are RynAsInWin. This build will be up on the gallery, and we stream live on Twitch Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday every week. Please see us there. Guys, the internet's a busy place, so I'm honored you chose to spend some time with me today. I love you, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.